So, welcome to my long-awaited manga collection update. So, before I begin the video, I just want to point out that you might see me skip a couple of series as I move through my collection. The reason being is that some of those manga aren't mine. It belongs to my brother, since we both share our shelf. And when I got my second shelf, I didn't have a lot of manga, and since he didn't have his own shelves, I have to share it with him. So that's the story, and I hope you guys enjoyed it. So this is the first shelf, and I've removed the other books right here. And here we have Animal Lands volumes 1, 2, 3. It's really an awesome manga, and I suggest you pick it up. It's very, very underrated. It's kind of similar to the story of Mowgli, the Jungle Books, and Tarzan. And one thing to know is the main character's name is Taruza, which phonetically sounds like Tarzan. And it's by the creator of Zatchbell, as you guys can tell. Makoto Raiko. It's really a good story. The beginning part, it's kind of dark, but there are some comedic elements, but it has some pretty dark themes, so check it out. And I think there are 6 volumes out right now. Then we have Case Closed, volumes 1 through 11, and 15 through 25, and 30, 35, and 37 to 40 and 43. As you guys could tell, Case Closed is my favorite mystery manga. And I think I'm gonna continue collecting all of them because the anime just kind of stopped. Funimation stopped dubbing it, so I'm going to continue collecting the manga instead so I could catch up with that. So yeah, check out Case Closed if you like mystery manga. And another cool thing I have to point out is that in each volume, where it ends, you're like this one, other manga don't have it, you get to see his mystery library. And I really love this one that included with it because I get to check out more mystery books. There's that. That's another little fun fact about Case Closed. Then next we have Codebreaker 1 and 2. It's pretty sad that Kodansha, mind me, will be rescuing a lot of those titles that Del Rey just stopped publishing. I was so excited that Volume 3 is going to come out this January, but it ended up not being available, and someone like selling it for like $50, something really overpriced. And yeah, that's not mine, that's my brother's thing, Dragon Eye. Stop. Okay, I've put back the second row, and Dragon Eye continues there. Then we have Drops of God, volumes 1 through 4. And it was really good at the first volume, but I don't know, I'm not gonna get the last volume because it skips ahead. And I don't feel like catching up. I'm gonna miss a lot of stuff. And I'm not gonna get the 5th volume that they put out. It's because, for one thing, it's missing a summary. I'm gonna get lost when I read it. And it's just sad that Vertical won't be publishing out any more volume because the latest volume that they put out didn't do so well in sales. Yeah, if you like a manga but wine, then get Drops of God. But otherwise, I don't recommend you getting it because you'll be disappointed that you're only gonna get 4 volumes. And yep, there's iShield, and too bad I don't have any sports manga in my collection. Moving on, we have ES, Eternal Sabbath, by Fuyumi Soryu, yeah. Known as the creator Mars, the Tokyopop's put up. It's a... I don't know how to say about this manga, but I really like this manga. It's different from your traditional shonen story, being that the main character has a ESP ability or psychic powers. I really like it because it's a psychological manga and there's a lot of gore, so I would recommend for any of you youngsters out there who reads manga. Yeah. But if you're like if you can handle the subject matter and all the blood stuff, then I recommend get a yes. And hurry up soon because Del Rey put it out. It might be out of print soon. Then we have Firefighter Daigo, that's my F. Volumes 4 through 6, then 8 to 10. I read the first volume, but I ended up returning the first volume because I got the Viz graphic novel edition instead of the regular size one. And volumes 1 and 2 are kind of hard to find, and they're a bit pricey too. But I'll get it. I'll find it away. It's a really good story about firefighting, and I got hooked up the minute I read the first volume. So check it out. Yes, anything else up there? Okay, so now we'll move down here. So here we have Flowers and Bees, volumes 1 through 7. As you can see, volume 7 is still sealed. And here we have Goon, volumes 1 through 7. This is a good manga if you don't care about, plot or story, being that this manga doesn't have any word bubbles, so it's a good manga. And it's about a dinosaur, so there's a little bit of cute factor there thrown in. But yeah, if you're thinking about buying this thing, recommend you hunt down the CMX version. The CMX version, let me see if I can zoom in. There, probably too bright. Just hunt down the CMX version because these are a lot cheaper than the one put up by Kodansha. They're like $10.99 each for the new one. The only difference is that they have a new cover. I know that this color scheme isn't too attractive to look at. And the face of the Goon from the 2 volumes aren't uneven. So yeah. Here we have Hunter x Hunter, volumes 1 through 26. My favorite shonen manga, being that it's the first shonen series I ever bought, and I fell in love with it. And here's 27 to 30 of Hunter x Hunter. I can't wait to start reading again because I've been so busy with so many series to read that I ended up putting Hunter on the backlist because I don't want to get caught up with it because then I have to wait a long time for the new one to come out. And here we have JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 3. It doesn't say that, but that is technically a part. That is actually Part 3 of it. 1 and 2, 6 and 7. Yeah, those are the volumes I currently have. I'm still trying to find volumes 3 to 5 because those volumes are out of print, and it's kind of pricey on Amazon. Its sellers putting like a markup price like 10 times. And here we have Kakashi volumes 1 through 9 with the 3-in-1. I'm just sad about the series. Oh, not sad about that it's complete. It's just that Viz stopped releasing the 3-in-1. I was hoping that I could, continue collecting that instead of single volumes, because it's a long one, being 35. And with a 3-in-1, I think I only have like 11 volumes. So yeah, it's this really underrated manga, and you should just check it out. And it came from Shonen Sunday, another shonen magazine. Then right here, with the Tokyo Pop's logo and spine, is Kendachi Case Files. That's volume 1. Volume 1. 4 through 9. 4 through 11. Then 13, 14, 15, and 17. Whew. This manga took me a long time to track down. I managed to find volume 13 on a used bookstore, and that was the only volume they have. And I finally found this thing at my local comic bookstore. And I hoarded all the volumes that they had there. It's a good thing also because I only ended up paying 99 cents a piece. So yeah, this is another great mystery manga thing. This differs a lot from Case Close, being that the cases are contained in each volume. You don't have to read the next volume to find out what's going to happen. It's just in there. And another difference between this and Case Close is that the killer, or murderer, good way to put it, murderer, when they get found out at the end, they ended up killing themselves. Whereas Conan, he tries to keep them alive, because what good a mystery is it? The case it is if your suspect is dead. Yeah, so that's the main difference. So if you're kind of tired of Case Close because it's just too long, then try reading Kendachi Case Files. It won't disappoint. Then there's some Zelda there. Okay, moving up here. I really have to put them on pile of each other because I'm running out of space. Is Love Romo. 1. I don't know if you guys could see it. It's kind of the glare thing. That's volumes 1, 2, 3, and 4 and 5. Okay, there's that. Now we'll move down there. So just give me a bit to take this row right here and go in the back. Okay, and down here we have Muyo and Roji volumes. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the other title. Bureau of Civil Investigation, I would like to call it BSI. I have volumes 1 to 4. Here's what it looks like. I wanted to get my own series that starts with an M for shonen, and I went with Muyo and Roji. I didn't want to get Mare because there are some volumes of it, particularly volumes 2 and I think 12 or 13. I don't know which one of them. But those two were hard to find, and I just went with Muyo and Roji because all the volumes are really easy to find. If you like those case, this is kind of similar to Case Close, but there's like there is a supernatural element to it, and I kind of like that. And I just love the art. It kind of looks like cartoony at times. Yep. It has some scary stuff in there, and I was like so shocked if I find it. Even though it's not rated M, yeah. It's just scary, some of them. Okay. And down here we have Muyo and Roji volumes. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the other title. Bureau of Civil Investigation, I would like to call it BSI. I have volumes 1 to 4. Here's what it looks like. I wanted to get my own series that starts with an M for shonen, and I went with Muyo and Roji. I didn't want to get Mare because there are some volumes of it, particularly volumes 2 and I think 12 or 13. I don't know which one of them. But those two were hard to find, and I just went with Muyo and Roji because all the volumes are really easy to find. If you like those case, this is kind of similar to Case Close, but there's like there is a supernatural element to it, and I kind of like that. Okay, and down here we have Muyo and Roji volumes. Oh, sorry, I forgot about the other title. Bureau of Civil Investigation, I would like to call it BSI. I have volumes 1 to 4. Here's what it looks like. I wanted to get my own series that starts with an M for shonen, and I went with Muyo and Roji. I didn't want to get Mare because there are some volumes of it, particularly volumes 2 and I think 12 or 13. I don't know which one of them. But those two were hard to find, and I just went with Muyo and Roji because all the volumes are really easy to find. If you like those case, this is kind of similar to Case Close, but there's like there is a supernatural element to it, and I kind of like that. And I just love the art, how it kind of looks like cartoony at times. Yep. It has some scary stuff in there, and I was like so shocked if I could find it. Even though it's not rated M, yeah. It's just scary, some of them. And I can't wait to go. Then here we have Next World. Manga by Sama Tezuka. I'm trying to find. There are 3 series of this. Well, they're technically. I think they are. So let me go take that thing again. So here's Next World by Osamu Tezuka, 1 and 2. I just picked it up because it was half off the price, and I couldn't pass up anything by Tezuka. I think there's another manga series it's kind of like a trilogy of some sort. Yeah, there's Next World, Metropolis, and I think Lost World. I think it's kind of rip off that it's like $13.95. Well, then here we have Yakitake Japan, volumes 1 to 3, 5 and 12. Yeah, I have a manga about baking, and I do love eating pastry, which is why I got Yakitake Japan. Because I really, really want to see Ozuma succeed in making Japan. Get it? Japan? Yeah, never mind. And there's that. So here we are in the next shelf, which houses all my shoujo series. And starting right here is Alice in the Country of Hearts, volumes 1 through 3. This is a kind of like a reimagining of Alice in the Wonderland. I don't really know a whole lot about Alice in Wonderland because I've never read the novel, and it was interesting to see how some of the characters, like the White Rabbit, the Mad Hatter, are all guys and they're all after Alice. So that was kind of interesting to see. Moving on, we have Backstage Prints 1 and 2 from the creator of Blackbird. I read Volume 1. It was good, but I ended up stopping halfway because I just got sidetracked by another series, yeah. Then we have Crown of Love by Yun Koga. It's not that good, and it's not that bad either. It's kind of in between. I was a bit disappointed that at the end it finally got resolved thingy, and I wanted more of it. It should have been made into 5 volumes instead of 4. And if you like a different type of manga where the male character is the main lead, then you'll love Crown of Love. So it's basically his chasing this pop idol thingy, and he goes through many trials, and eventually they get together at the end. Oops, sorry I spoiled that. But yeah, that's about it, the gist of this series. Then here we have D and Angel 1 through 13. I think the DN stands for Daisuke Niwa, which is the name of the main character. But it was kind of a neat title for like D and Angel. This has a lot of artwork being stolen, and if you like that kind of series, then you'll definitely love D and Angel. I've heard that some people doesn't quite like this thing. Either it's because it's a shoujo. Yeah, I was kind of surprised also to find out that this thing is a shoujo, but it has kind of a mix of shonen also. Yep, and I'm just so sad that we won't be seeing any more of it because Tokyopop went down under. Okay, here we have Incy Wincy Monster 1 and 2. I don't know if you could see that, but it's from the creator of Karikano, and that's the only reason why I've got it, because I needed a series that starts with letter E. Then here we have Gals 1 through 10. One thing I just don't like about this, I mean, the series is good. I mean, yeah, the story's good, but I haven't read the whole thing. I only have been up to volume 3. And one thing that annoys me the most is the color. Yeah. As you guys can see, volumes 1 to 3 is like normal color with the pink or magenta and white. And volume 3 starting to have the pink title. But the rest, like 4 to 10, are in yellow. So like, what the heck, CMX? Why'd you do that? Why can't you just stick with the first volume and made it like that? But I guess you won't be hearing this anymore because your company went down under. Yeah. This is a good series. If you like Kogals and Slice of Life, then check out Gals. Here's Happy Hustle High, volumes 1 through 5. Complete. Another one. No, not another one. I've picked this up because it's from the creator of Re Takeda, which is known for her manga series called Punch, and it was either this or Happy House of High. I ended up choosing Happy House of High because it doesn't suck, unlike Punch, because it ends in a cliffhanger, that one, and it's only 3 volumes, so yeah. Go Happy House of High. Then here we have I Am Here. If you're wondering if it's good or not, sorry, I just haven't got the time to read it yet, because I have a lot of stuff to read also. Besides JoJo, I have a lot of shonen lists also. Yeah, I Am Here. The only reason I picked it up is because it's from the creator of that series called Pixie Pop. Yeah. Then here we have Just a Girl. Unfortunately, you can't find the author's name. It's by Tomoko Tamaguchi. I don't know if that's right or not, but let me just check. Oh, almost close. It's Taniguchi. Yep. Oh, it's just so hard to shelve it. Yep, Just a Girl. It's really hard trying to find a shoujo series that starts with a J, and I ended up getting this. If you're trying to find this thing also, if you're a collector and just trying to find this, this is a little bit hard to find because CPM went out of business. Yep, so that's just hard to find. But it has a kind of interesting premise, so it'll be a good read, probably. Then here we have Kitchen Princess, the Omnibus, which collects the first 2 volumes. I really need to get the other 2 omnibus volumes that came out because it's just so good, and I really love reading the recipes at the end of the book because I also want to make it. And I have the novel, Search for the Angel Cake. This is takes place after the series ends. Yep. And right there we have Legend of Chun Hyang by Clamp. Then moving on to letter M, we have Monkey High 1 through 6. So here we are on the second shelf, and on top of this shelf is Conan, my Conan figurine, his trademark pose. I don't know if you guys could see it, but there he is. And next to it is Dragon Ball, where I have Goku sitting on a Nimbus cloud. Then in that tiny thing right there is Mobile Suit Gundam. It's a minifigure that I picked up at my comic book store, which I didn't even know they carried one of these. Then I have my fan, it's a dragon. Then there we have Osamu Tezuka got a manga book. I haven't even read it. It's been sitting there for like over a year now. I really should read some of them. Okay, now let's move down there. So there's Monkey High 7 and 8. Next is Musashi volumes 1 through 7 and 10. There, better. And that corner right there between is The One I Love. Another thing by Clamp. Let me just pull it up. It's really hard to see. Here. The One I Love by Clamp. This is a ripoff. Just a ripoff. For $10 and you only get this much. It's not worth it. Just get it when it's cheaper. Then we have Otaman 1 through 15. My favorite shoujo manga of all time. And it deserves that spot because that's the first shoujo I ever read. And it's awesome. If you like gender bender and the main character is a male instead of female, then go get Otoman. I think I still need to read volume 13. I'm trying to be careful not to read all of them in one sitting because it really gets exciting, the plot. I can't just stop reading it, but then I have to wait another month. Whew. So there we have Portrait of Eminem. I read the first 2 chapters and it's kind of weird and quirky. I'm just sad that we didn't get the whole 6 volumes, and Tokyopop only managed to release volume 4. There was supposed to be volume 5, but that thing got cancelled, so that might be hard to find. Then we have Rasetsu 1 through 7 and 9. I think this series is better than Yurara. This is a spin-off of Yurara, if you guys don't know. And I kind of didn't like the ending of that, because the people said he wasn't that good. Then we have there, Short-Tempered, there we go, Melancholic, by Arina Taramura. I don't know if I'm ever going to get other one of her series. Maybe I'll get Sakura Hime. Next is SOS. This is just a couple of short stories. Tokyo Mew Mew 1, 2, 3, which third one contains volumes 5, 6, and 7. We have Otahime. This is probably the biggest one in there. We have Versus 1 through 4. And down there is 5, 6, and 7. I was surprised how the series turned out. I was expecting it to be a student and teacher type of relationship, but that never developed. And be warned if you want to read this. It's a lot of angst and drama. And we have Welcome from the creator Basara. Wild at Heart, volumes 1 through 3. From the one who did Kitchen Princess. Well, actually, Kitchen Princess is made by 2 people. Then we have X Day, and it's okay. The only reason why I even got X Day is because of the plot, where it involves all these 4 people who decided to blow up the school, but their plan never carried out, and it just went to another direction. Then we have Your and My Secrets 1 and 2. I heard good reviews about this series, being that it's a gender bender. Yep. Then we have Yumakira Dream Shop, Zigzag 1, 2, and 1 through 3. Which sadly is the only volumes that ever released here in America. Because I don't know what happened with Tokyopop. A lot of their series got cancelled, and it went kapoof. Then we have Zyward, from who that author used to be a part of the Clamp. Then we have Enchanter, Family Complex, Hot Gimmick. These are all oversized thing. Oh, Family Complex. If you're expecting it to be like the title says, then you'll surely be disappointed, because it focuses that thing in just one chapter, then the rest are like from the other family members. Hot Gimmick, which is probably has the worst female lead. That's what everyone says on manga updates. If you like reading shoujo manga that has a weak female lead, then go ahead and get a Hot Gimmick. And then we have Phoenix 2, 8, 9, 11, 12. I haven't even read all of them, knowing it's the Suka title is probably gonna be good. I'm just bummed out that I didn't pick up volume 10 when I went to the store because someone else picked it up. Then we have Prince by Tomoko Taniguchi. And then we have Rumik World Trilogy. This is probably gonna be hard to find because it's a Rumiko Takashi title, and it belongs to the Viz graphic novel imprint, so they're a bit hard to find. And we have Until Death Do Us Part 1 and 2, which is basically 2 volumes of 1. It's kind of interesting, the reason why I picked that up. It's similar to that show, if you ever watched it, Shaolin Showdown. There's one particular episode where the Shengan Wu, the item they're looking for, is treasure of the blind swordsman, and treasure is a blind swordsman. I'm just repeating myself. Yeah, and that's the only reason why I got this, because the main character is a blind swordsman. Then next is Color Bleach. Which is hilarious to read, by the way, all those short stories or makes. I hope they publish more. We have Bleach Souls and Mass. And we have Chibi Vampire. And now you're probably wondering, like, where's Naruto, the official character book? Well, I returned it back. I don't even know why I got that book. Probably because it was cheaper and I got it. And we have Vampire Knight, official fan book. Yeah, it's too short. I wish they could have fit more info in there. And we have Welcome to the NHK novel. I've read it, but I got sidetracked, so I haven't finished reading it. Then we have my Japanese manga there. We have Doraemon. Doraemon. Then we have Dragon Quest V Victory Road. And Odaman Volume... I think that's 12. No, Volume 11. Sorry. So here they are, all laid out. Series that I can fit into my shelf because I'm running out of space. So we have GTO 11 to 14 and 20 and 25. Trying to get all the volumes before someone else grabs it. Yep. I really like GTO. I watched the anime first, then I just picked off where the anime left off. I think it's around volume 13 or something. Yep. Then Erika Sakazawa books. Only 3 of them. I think there's like 6, so I'm trying to get that thing also. Then we have Real Love. Then here we have Yu-Gi-Oh! 1 through 7. I probably won't be getting any more Yu-Gi-Oh! Due to the fact that it's so long and some of the volumes are outrageously overpriced on Amazon and other stuff, so yeah. So that's all my manga collection. I'll see you guys in the next video.